What's going on, guys? The divisional round of the playoffs is about to start in a couple hours. The games in the division round playoffs first are the Texans versus the Ravens. Then later today we'll have the Packers versus the Niners. Tomorrow will be the Buccaneers versus the Lions and the Chiefs versus the Bills. My personal favorite game is going to be the last game tomorrow, Chiefs Bills. But just getting into the first game that's going to happen today, Texans Ravens. I think it's two very, very good offenses. I do think that the Ravens will win. I think uh I I I don't I'm not really sure about the number. It's Ravens minus 9.5. Not too sure about that. It's a bit iffy. They've played earlier in the season, but that was the first week. The Texans look completely different. That first week the offense didn't look great. They only had 9 points against the Ravens, but I don't think you can grab too much from that game as the Texans have improved vastly since then. So I don't really think you can look at that. But just straight up, I think people will just naturally forget with one seeds how good those teams are. They're the one seed for a reason. But when they have that week off, everyone gets so excited and up on the wild card teams just because you just recently watched them win a big game. So I think people just tend to forget a little bit that how good the Ravens really are. So I think the Ravens win easily. I'm just not sure about that 9.5 number. I'm not making a pick on that, but the Ravens I think win. Then later today at 5, we go to the Packers at the 49ers. I think the 49ers win easily. The Packers, yes, blew out the Cowboys, but you know who else blew out the Cowboys? The 49ers, and this is the exact same scenario I just said in the last game. People forget how good the one seed really is when they have that week off. All you think about is how the Packers just blew out the Cowboys, but the 49ers are one of the best teams. Right now, the odds on favorite to win the Super Bowl, even though they've lost to the Ravens earlier in the season. That's how good they are, that they still think the team that they got blown out by, they're going to beat later in the supposed Super Bowl. So, with that being said, I think that the 49ers will win easily in this game. 10's a very big number. I'm also not making a pick on this game besides just who I think will win. I think the 49ers win easily. I just don't. It's such a young offense, yes, which has looked explosive for the Packers, but I just think the 49ers are just so complete with everything that they win easily. I think the 49ers have better coaching also. So I think it's all 49ers today. Then we move into tomorrow. I would say for me the least interesting game tomorrow, the Buccaneers Lions. I think the Lions will win this game partly because I think the home field advantage is a huge advantage, especially in Detroit. They're going to be loud, they're excited. The Buccaneers looked great against the Eagles, looked perfect. But that was against the Eagles, which just, they're bad. I thought that the Eagles would find a way in the playoffs to win, but they're just not good. They were never good. They were kind of just a fraud team. The Buccaneers looked great, which is why I do think that the Buccaneers Lions will be a close game. Just how good that Buccaneers offense was looking. Just every single possession, it seemed like they're getting points. Even if it was a field goal, getting points every single possession is great. Their defense absolutely shut down the Eagles. So who's to say I can't do that with the Lions? But I believe in the Lions offensive coordinator, and I think that they'll just continue their success. They had a good game against the Rams that was close, so they had to battle through adversity there. So I like the Lions in this game. Then moving on to the final game of the divisional weekend, my favorite game, Bills Chiefs. This is where I think it gets interesting. The Bills are favored -3, and I don't like that at all. This is my game that I think an upset could happen. I think the Chiefs will win this game. The reason I think the Chiefs will win this game is because the Bills have so many injuries that they have to deal with. Their middle linebacker, Matt Milano, was hurt earlier in the season. Then they get a new middle linebacker that's great in Bernard. What does he do? He gets hurt last game. So when you're kind of looking at everything, their defense has a lot of injuries, and I think the Chiefs' offense has finally got something going. Rashee Rice is looking good. Travis Kelce honestly has not looked that great, but it's the playoffs. I think Travis Kelce will start to turn up a little bit. And so I really, really like this way this Chiefs offense is looking right now. Mahomes in the playoffs, everyone knows Mahomes different in the playoffs, scrambles for first downs, becomes very mobile. So I really like the Chiefs. Yes, the Bills have been rolling on offense also with Joe Brady, but I just think there's something about the Chiefs in the playoffs and then the Bills injuries. I really, really like the Chiefs here, especially with the Bills being favored by 3. This is another one of those games where it might be a 1 point game, 2 point game when it closes. So I really like the Chiefs +3. Um, Now just recapping my pick'ems. I like the Ravens, the 49ers, the Lions, and to win outright, I like the Chiefs. That is my upset of this divisional round. I think the Chiefs win. And just re-saying my spread pick, I like the Chiefs +3. I really believe the Chiefs can win this game. Uh, I think that just Patrick Mahomes is going to win this game for them. The Bills are great. I would love if the Bills could win. I just don't think they will. I think the upset is the Chiefs beat the Bills. Thank you guys for watching. I hope the games are good. I hope you enjoy them. I'll see you with a recap after the games finish. Bye.